Good Oozaru Nation. It's Starlord 59 here,
DBS Skull Knight.
and today we got you the Vegeta and Goku history boxes. This isn't going to be your typical unboxing. We're actually going to go into a little deeper and talk about when this card really saw meta, if it saw meta, and how it's affected the market. Let's go ahead and start cracking these bad boys open. So overall, these cards are beautiful. Best cards we've had in a while. Really nice to get these reprints, much needed for a few of these cards.
They tried to match up the aesthetic for the top cards on the packs.
Got them facing off, which is really cool, and I appreciate that a lot. Go ahead and get those all unboxed, laying out for you. So you get a few packs of each of the cards. Go ahead and crack them open. Start with the best one in my opinion, which we have that nice final flash.
Gee, look at that foiling, dude.
Really, really beautiful.
Nice.
We really appreciate Bandai putting out and helping us. And we have Vegeta's final flash in this pack. We have SS4 Vegeta Ultimate Evolution, the leader, Vegeta Ready to Rumble, Exploiting Weakness, which I think is a really nice reprint, and Vegeta Strength of Legends.
I want to put that up to the camera so they see like all that. Nice. Look at that. Nice.
Deck profile coming soon. But basically with this, so the OGs dipped a little in price. Even the collectors went down about $3-4. Right now in TCGs is about $7.95, about $8. So overall, it impacted the meta very, very nice, the reprints. And as the week goes on, you're going to see all these boxes flood, because what people are trying to do is they're trying to buy them for $25 and buy a playset and then sell a playset of dormants for $100 and make profit. But as the meta flows in and as all the people start buying boxes, they're eventually going to overflow. So overall, this card's always been meta, always good. Really, really good staple to get. SS4 Vegeta was in the meta around set 9. It was getting a lot of tops, and then it slowly fell off, but I think it's going to come back because nobody's running blockers anymore. Ready to Rumble really saw a big play in baby decks. Just being able to play them out, and your opponent has to hit an energy each time they attack with a card, and be in blocker, so they essentially lose 2 energy if they want to push through. It was really good back then. Exploiting Weakness hasn't been played in a while. It was good in older red decks such as Pan and just decks that could afford Tepi. Some U7 players are trying it just because when you play it, it wipes board and also gives leader a 5k, which is pretty nice. Strength of Legends. Some people are using it in the Bardock deck just because you can tap all the colors and play it. Some people are using it in different multicolored decks, which are really cool. And everything. So next up we have the Vegeta Rise of Unison Warrior. Like before, it was with SS4 Vegeta, very good tag team. When it's played, you get to look at top 4, either ramp them or add them to your hand, which is really, really nice. Protector of the People, always been a good side, especially when people were swinging with multiple attacks, such as AOD, a lot of decks that go wide. Very good side card. Vegeta, villain turned protector. Never really saw any play in the meta. It's a cool, nice reprint. It's really interesting to see how he's kind of come full circle between these two cards, really through his whole process. Vegeta Unison, another good side card. I actually like the OG art better. But yeah, I think it was cool. A lot of people kind of lost access since the expansions weren't as bought.
I think the silhouette looks cool.
Yeah, the Royal Evolution, it was played here and there. Sometimes played in Jiren decks, leaders that got big. I know King Vegeta used it, but it was never insane. It was always just that kind of my spice card. And final pack for Vegeta, which this is probably the nicest gold stamp that we have in this set, is the Prince of Destruction Vegeta Prideful Warrior. Triple Strike, it's used in the Bobbity deck. Some people use it, some people played it. We have Vegeta Savior of the Future, take a life, gain double strike, which is really cool. It was used in Trunks deck every now and then. It was really, really decent coming out in set 10 when we really had a big push with Unisons. Vegeta Lone Prince, the super combo when it's played, discard 1, when you combo, draw 1. Really good, really, really nice. So he's playing a lot of hand discard decks such as Raditz and other ones that are able to switch out Saiyans. Dormant, strongest one, best card in this set by far, next final flash. Really, really great art for this one. Bandai really outdid themselves. It has impacted the market. These are actually about 25, which is solid because the other dormants, it really hasn't Since Dorman's such a powerful card and green's pretty solid right now, especially with Cooler running around the meta, you're really seeing a lot of this card keeping value, especially because the art's really good. If the art was bad, I feel like it would have dropped, definitely.
It's also really good that they're starting to give us more options on versions of the cards to pick up, making it a lot wider of a card distribution, so that way we can pick up these staples for a lot less. Some of these cards at one point in time were very expensive.
Yeah, Dormants, they hit upwards of $4 when Gotenks was in the meta. It's always been a meta. It's always been a staple. It's an insane card. They were the first one to really get it.
Especially with green coming back this set. I mean, green's a big presence now. You got Cell and you got Cooler that are being played quite a bit now. Dorm Potential is just one of the main cards that just gives a lot of people problems.
They have gotten, you have your championship, you have alternate arts, you have few reprints. You know, that's really great about it. And then we also have Vegeta Prideful Transformation. Really nice. I actually really like this art otherwise to the other one. Saw some play in set 10. Nothing really too recent. Besides that, let's move on to the Goku. Alright, so we have different status. Personally, I like the other art. My teammates will tell you otherwise.
I think thematically for it being a red card, they could have put the background to be red, like if the planet was exploding.
No.
But
that would have been good. It does look like a yellow card, but it isn't bad. They did the art pretty decent.
I mean, it's definitely
way
an iconic
better.
scene in Dragon Ball.
This art is so much better, dude.
So much better.
Like, it's just,
but it looks like a yellow card.
It does.
Then we have Fury Strike SS Son Goku, basically Dredgeku.
Yeah, I was about to say just.
And you can just blow up board, ignoring bear, which is really cool coming into set 10 because you were like, okay, unisons are a thing, so they just bomb battle cards.
Some of these arts and reprints that they have here make me wonder if they're planning on doing support for a lot of the older
They could also
sets.
do rotation with this.
Yeah, they might be bringing some stuff back, and some of this might be being used in the next meta. So, for all we know, a lot of these cards can be be reused in future decks that are coming out.
This card is probably my favorite art in the whole one. It's just reminiscent of when everybody watched his hair turn golden as a kid, when everyone saw him happen. Everybody goes crazy over it. And it's there. No one used it as much. It was really, popping when it first came out. But a lot of these cards have kind of faded out of the meta. It's more of a collector's set to me. We have Intensive Training Son Goku. The market on a lot of these cards really hasn't changed. They were never really high to begin with, but they just have different art, so these are actually worth more because they're collectors. SS3 Goku to New Extremes. Dual attack counterplay. No one's really going to tap 4 for it. Clear card is green, and you choose one of your unison cards and mark from it. Card being placed 5 or less placed in our drop. No one's really going to tap 4 for it. But,
it's one of those cards that
it's a cool card to look at.
It's just one of those iconic moments that they want to show off with the new art. When he goes SS3 for the first time, I mean, that for everybody, when they watched that for the first time, it was so hype.
Yeah. This one's pretty cool, too. We have the SS4 Son Goku, Protector of the Earth. Took the art and went boop, tilted it a little. It's a good card overall, I liked it when it was played in SS4 Vegeta. A lot of decks have used it back in set 10, set 11. Baby used it, Android 21 used it. There was a lot of options. Overall, good card. I like the art. SPR is still always my favorite. Desperate Measures. Doesn't look like a blue card. Looks like a green card. Looks like a Dormant or something. Yeah, for Greater Good. It literally took for Greater Good part 2, right before you get shot.
That's what it looks like.
And it's cool. I like it a lot. It's interesting. It's cool. Then we have Core and Secret Medicine. Your basic red Goddess Sensu Bean. Activate battle if your lead card is red. Choose one of your cards. It gains 5k power. If it's your opponent's turn, choose up one of your opponent's cards and your barrier gets -5. Cool against like Bobbity and other DX little floodgates, but it's cool to give your leader card 5k. This art's really cool too. Bringing back that King Piccolo moment, Son Goku.
Honestly,
unwavering conviction. Huh?
Really nice art.
I like it.
It's really good.
Rival Red Green Double Strike. Place up to one card in your opponent's combo range opponent's drop period and choose one of your unisons or battle cards on this card gains 5k. I think it'd be cool. SS Broly never really saw any meta play. You can play in the Broly deck. A lot of your green, red arrivals. Maybe they're gonna bring stuff back. This one's pretty cool. I think we already have this art as a skill list. 1-drop yellow. Kakarot. But it's cool to, them to put the backgrounds and all that, his history and how his life went. Choose one card in your hand, discard it when this card is played, choose up to one. Either play one sealed list with damage cost 2 or less from your drop, or draw one, choose up one of your opponent's spell cards to get an effect. It's overall a nice collector card. You have the SS Goku leader from Clash of Fates. You have Explosive Power Son Goku. You have the Goku from, I believe it's Tournament of Power, where the leader card is really cool to have in the background. This one bucks. I love this card. This card need a reprint.
Absolutely not.
Even the commons were like $5. Counterplay, play this card. Counterattack, play this card. This card skills can't be negated. When you play this card, choose up one of your opponent's battle cards, ignore barrier, return it to his hand. Your opponent's turn, draw one. Very, very good. Tapping 4 to stop your opponent from doing something crazy is insane. Say they tap and play the big 8-drop Goku, you can get rid of it. They play SO, you get rid of it. It stops anything for 4 energy, which is really, really nice. Also looks like a red card. Reminds me of Omen. SS Goku, the legend personified. I like it. I think this card's nuts. I like this art too. The art's kind of same spot in my heart. Bond 3, gains 21, so it's basically a 25. You have a heartfelt plea target. This art was cool for the Goku Unison. Really reminiscent of the GT series. We all liked it. It's basically just the other Unison, but he put his hand up. That deck really never saw too much play. There was a cell combo where you could like turn 2 Victory Strike, but besides that, we really haven't seen anything from it once they stopped it. This art's hard. This art is another really great one. Shout out to Bandai. You could just tell Goku's ready to bring it down, bring out that 5-drop. Allies in Heart, deflect, place one card in your life, drop area, place card, play a Krillin with the blocker. So it's really, really nice for 2 energy. Tap 2 when one of your Krillin is KO'd, play up to 1 mono green Son Goku with damage cost 5 from your deck. And then, final card, we start off Final Flash, Round with Goku. 2 counterparts, activate battle. Choose one of your cards. Leader card is blue, choose up one of your leader card's battle cards against 50k duration battle. Fire energy is blue. If it's your turn, draw one. If your opponent's turn, untap. Very, very good. Helps defend against big swings. Overall, really nice. The OGs from set 9 are about $13. This one's about $8. So it overall affected the meta. But like I said, I feel like this whole set is gonna get bought, and then people are gonna try to sell, and the market's just gonna flood with it. And then people are just gonna go, okay, bet. And they're gonna have to take lesser and try. Everyone's gonna try to undercut each other, and eventually it's just gonna go down.
Real quick so everyone can see it.
Did you have any closing comments?
Yeah, I think as far as between the 2 boxes, I think that the Vegeta is definitely the stronger box.
Definitely.
As far as a collector's standpoint, I think the Goku has the better art.
Just because Goku's always been.
And there's so many iconic scenes from the anime just on its own. But as far as meta-worthy, I gotta go with the Vegeta on this one.
Yeah, the Goku definitely has the better art, in my opinion, for collectors, like you were saying. But the Vegeta, by a landslide, you get Dorman, you get Final Flash, you get a lot of better staple cards.
I feel like Bandai has been doing a lot of this art style lately. I know that they have the SSG Trunks card that has the same art. The Golden Frieza Unison has that same art. He's just turned around. A lot of the new art styles, the winter promo for the SSG has the same art. I like the art style, but I think it's getting a little too much use. Maybe we'll see something different coming up, but it's still a beautiful card.
It's not reminding me of a moment. It's really just reminding me of, hey, he looks like this. Here's
yeah.
what it is. And I like the art, but I definitely feel like they could have done a little more because, SS4 Vegeta has some cooler cards like Feigned Greeting, and they could have, done other ideas. I mean, Exploiting Weakness essentially kind of looks the same as this, a little different, and this has had reprints before, but this one looks really nice. Like, it got Battle Evolution reprint, it got OG Draft Box, and now we have this one. This one reminds me of Tactical Victory Vegeta, but he's Super Saiyan, so I like that. I think it's cool. That was a good card back.
From both sets, what would you pick as your top card?
Like artwork?
Artwork and basically artwork from it and one that's useful.
Artwork, I'd have to honestly go with. I have to go with SS Goku, Pride of the Saiyans. He is ready to do business. He is ready to come down. He's Super Saiyan. the fight has switched. I am also a big fan. If I'm throwing another one, Vegeta leader. I wasn't a big fan of the other one, but this one really looks nice.
I do think that this is a much nicer leader.
I know a lot of people are gonna say this card, just because it's really reminiscent of the whole Poverty Saga.
And as far as the foiling goes too, it's such a beautiful.
It's the best foil.
Beautiful foil.
How about yourself?
I think as per art for the Vegetas, definitely this one. I also think that the new dormants are very nice.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have that gold foiling. I wish it did. It would have looked way better, but it's still very, very nice of a
My
card.
personal favorite.
Oh yeah, a bunch of there's a lot of Vegeta fans out there more than Goku. But yeah, without further ado, thank you all for watching, and like, comment, and subscribe to join the Oozaru Nation.